Let me break into London CTOS and see who's available.
I'm Claire Waters, and we...
I need to assemble a team, but I can't reboot DedSec alone. Let me break into London CTOS and see who's available.
I'm Claire Waters, and we've been discussing the hacktivist, now alleged terrorist group, DedSec, on this week's Buccaneer Radio. I have Colin calling in. Colin, what's your take?
Now, I've been saying from the start we should have rounded up DedSec and thrown them in jail. Now, I'll say they should all be lined up and shot.
You don't find it awfully convenient that they've been fingered as the attackers, but we've seen no proof?
Look at Tone! Look at our city! What more proof do you need?
Well, Colin, I'd say you have to look at their history of non-violent action. Albion's put more civilians in the hospital in the past few months than DedSec ever has. I smell a scapegoat. Now I have Emily calling in. Emily, what's your take?
You're absolutely right, Claire. The government's just framing DedSec because they want to make it seem like they have this under control. They probably have no clue who was behind the bombings. But that doesn't look good on the news, does it? DedSec's been a thorn in their side. Who better to pin it on?
Angie, I have you next. What do you make of all this?
I think, if anything, DedSec showed their true colours. It's terrifying to think we harboured such a dangerous element for years. Terrorists in our own backyard.
Do you find DedSec more frightening than the different gangs in London like Clan Kelly?
Clan Kelly might set your shop on fire and maybe they'd kill you, but even they wouldn't try to blow up all of Parliament.
Next I have Crypto King. Do you feel safer using a pseudonym?
Everyone should. Why make it easier for them to track you? And now we've seen what they're capable of and how far they're willing to go.
Hold on. Do you mean the government? Are you suggesting the government was responsible for the bombings?
Oh, trust me, Claire. They didn't do it alone. They're all in on it. The government, Albion, Sirs, Bloom, Sky Bloody Larson, and all the way up to Downing Street. They want to keep us scared, harness us with mind control, suck every last ounce of usefulness out of us, and even in death they'll sell off our bodies.
And what do you suggest we do, Crypto King?
Go underground. Deep enough, no electric signal can get you. It's the only way.
Well, thank you to all of our callers today, and thank you for tuning in and scouting for the truth along with me. Next week, Buccaneer Radio will be diving into the Albion Corporation. Just who are these men and women being paid lucrative amounts for the city's defence? Are they protecting us? Protecting London? Or someone else's interests? See you next week, fellow pirates. Claire Waters, out.
Situation is worse than I thought. But there's a candidate. Looks like you're DedSec's best hope. glad to see you're alive. If you're still committed to the cause, DedSec needs you. I'll send you the coordinates to our last safe house. Meet me there.
Fine.
Since when is this acceptable? You can't do that. You just can't.
All units, possible suspect or suspects reporting near your location.
Move into the hostile's location.
Where did they go? Shit! Total the target's vehicle. Negative. No sign of the target yet.
Control. Let's put out an APW. We're getting nowhere here.
Urgent call. Possible hostile at your location. Received. Watching for suspect.
Any other patrols have eyes on the suspect, over?
Search units, disengage. This search is pointless.
I've downloaded a patch to your optics so you can access our security system. It's set up so that I can't just let someone who isn't DedSec in. You'll have to do the manual override.
I'm impressed. I took DedSec to be a group of pranksters. But sounds like at least one of you had some sense.
Oh, God!
You'll be okay. Not today. I'm leaving whatever is going on. Oh! Ah, shit.
One of Sabine's, are you? I'll see you downstairs later then.
There we are. Christ, it's dark. Better get the power back on.
Buccaneer, this is the Bug. Hello, Resistors, it's Bug time. Are you all sitting comfortably? No? Good. That's as it should be. This is the Bug. I'm Andy, and joining me to analyse the latest blowflies to emerge from the corpse of a once free Britain, it's Alice.
Hello, Andy.
And today, we're going to talk to you about Albion, your friends and mine. Alice, the government has extended Albion's contract and have also boasted that violent crime has plummeted to a record low. Now, extending Albion's contract, to me, that's like having a pet dog, let's call it Nigel for the sake of argument, that attacks you every single day and thinking to yourself, wouldn't it be nice if Nigel had puppies?
That contract has been extended so many times, it's like the neck of a politician that's criticised the government.
I'm not sure entirely how those contract extension negotiations went, probably like a footballer. In the old days, I assume Albion's agent was leaking stories to the press about how our favourite private militia was being tapped up by Barcelona or Bayern Munich. The government panics and thinks, well, we better get them signed up before it's too late. But still, violent crime, a record low, although I imagine that probably depends exactly how you count it. If you include violent crime committed by the state, either themselves or via Albion, their chosen violent crime contractors who provide such a very valuable bargain service of beating people up, well, it's probably not quite as low as the figures suggest.
I don't know. I think they're probably right. Who has the opportunity to commit violent crime these days anyway? The moment you pick up a fruit knife, you get tasered by a robot policeman and deported for looking Bulgarian. It's a much more peaceful society. It's just much less of a society.
I want to know the details of the contracts, Alice. I mean, are they paid per dissident duffed up? Is it a set rate for each extrajudicial state mugging? And what is that rate? What do you think?
Well, they certainly look like they're trying to hit a quota of some kind.
Well, what is the set rate? Is it 99.95 cryptos bargain? It seems very reasonable indeed. I imagine they don't ask too much anyway, because it's just so nice to get paid for doing your hobby anyway, isn't it? I imagine it doesn't even feel like work.
I mean, who needs violent crime anymore anyway? You know, you can just starve to death without even starting a gang war.
We do have to ask exactly what does the Prime Minister make of all this. Let's ask him. Oh, I hope they pick up. Hello, you're through to number 10 Downing Street. Hello, is the Prime Minister there, please? Let me just check. Sorry, you've missed him. I'm afraid he's popped out for the decade. Oh, never mind. Is there anyone else I can talk to? Yes, of course. There's a shady cabal of vested interests who control him and prop him up in power. Great, I'll have a chat with them then.
Oh, Andy, remember when you could get away with prank calls without people coming around to your house to beat the shit out of you?
Oh, happy times.
You're listening to The Bug.
Did you think the Prime Minister will ever come back?
I don't think we've ever had a Prime Minister.
Well, that's a much more reassuring way of looking at things. What have we become, Alice? When you look at the state of our politics, we're supposed to have the mother of parliaments. Well, this is one mother that has emphatically abandoned her kids in the woods to be brought up by wolves. And let me tell you, that never works out like it does in the stories. Wolves are bad parents, unless you're a wolf, in which case they can do a job bringing you up as a wolf. Do not give your children to wolves. And do we actually own anything as a country now? Is there anything we haven't flogged off for profit? Oh, I think we've basically just become a homeopathic Britain. Diluted and diluted until there's barely a trace of the original Britain left. But some quackish lunatics insist it actually works better that way. It's total bullshit. Is there anything left? New on The Bug this week, a new feature, the Bug Off feature. The person who has most irritated us in Britain this week, we're going to tell to bug off. And to get things going, I'm going to nominate Big Nigel. Nigel Cass. Look, this is Britain. History tells us this place is a bastion of freedom. I'm just not sure that kind of freedom should involve Big Nigel expressing his freedom to run a private army. I guess historically there is a precedent. The East India Company. That was a trading house with an army of 250,000 soldiers, which is a lot for a company. The Bug PLC has Alice with a water pistol. But crucially, compared with Albion, the East India Company didn't operate its 250,000 strong army in London. It did it a long way away, out of sight, out of mind. Anyone to nominate for the Bug Off, Alice?
I think today's Bug Off for me goes to my streaming service. I'm sick of being recommended things based on things I already like. The other day it recommended me to watch a reality TV competitive dating show set in a nude commune. Andy, I watched it and I liked it, and I do not want to be the kind of person who enjoys nude competitive reality television dating shows. I did not want to know that about myself. I have to go sit in a corner and cry.
That's it from The Bug. Don't forget the live show that is so secret it is definitely not happening at the usual time and place this month. Definitely not. And definitely do not tell anyone not to come to it. It's definitely not happening. Usual time and place. Bye-bye.
and welcome back to The Upload. In this episode, we're talking about CTOS 3.0, the city operating system that's now powering all of London. For those of you who need reminding, as if anyone does at this point, CTOS was first used in Chicago in 2014 and then San Francisco in 2017 before coming here to London. And every time it's been rolled out, it's been pretty much an unmitigated disaster.
For those of you who are listening who are lucky enough not to be here in London's chaotic scenes, it's worth remembering that the telecoms tower is now owned by Bloom. The tower looms over northwest London. It's always been a communications hub, acting as part of the UK's television and communications network, although there's been some secrecy around its use, and now that Bloom owns it, it's only even more secret.
Yeah, now everything that's part of Bloom's city surveillance operation is run through the telecoms tower. And I have to say, it looks completely ridiculous. It's got that silly crown thing at the top and all the blue light.
What's that even about? What does it do? I don't see that there's any purpose to that at all.
It's a blight on the skyline, if you ask me. And it's become the main point of control for millions of people. The System Network and Bagley are both operated and streamed from there too.
And don't forget about the self-driving cars too.
I always thought they were just running on their own.
No, CTOS is the big control system behind the cars. There was a point back in the earliest days of self-driving car technology that they operated by themselves. They used to use a series of sensors to see the world around them. Radar, for instance, would look far off into the distance, while LiDAR would detect objects nearby. And while these cars still use some of this technology, Bloom CTOS and its detailed maps and data that it has on London really makes Bloom be able to take control of it. And CTOS can take control of your car if you're parked incorrectly. It's no surprise that it was made mandatory to have a self-driving car.
The system is so bad though, it's so annoying. Whenever I try to use one of the shareable self-driving cars, I always find myself stuck in traffic jams or roadblocks. Not to mention the accidents. I've heard so many stories of cars shunting into the back of others. I think they're worse than human drivers sometimes.
The technology was meant to make things better, but Bloom has made it so bad that it just makes London even more chaotic than it was before. I'm giving up on the cars. I'm only using the bikes, which are not self-driving at the moment, at least. And don't even get me started on the data. Everything that Bloom sees from your movements around the city and the self-driving cars is collected and feeds back into its big information control system.
Oh, not you and Bloom and privacy again. You're a broken record.
Not as broken as our city's cars.
This is London Calling. You're listening to Buccaneer, your pirate podcast source for what they don't want you to know. I'm Tash, and this time we're giving a special shout out from us to the boys and girls at the Signal and Intelligence Response Service, better known as SIRS. Why not? They're going to be listening anyway. They're listening to everything. They probably know that you're listening to this show right now. But don't worry, we're not going to say anything bad about a massive, unaccountable spy organization that uses its powers to stifle dissent and shut down free speech. Instead, we're going to look at how SIRS became so powerful. And as usual, we'll keep everyone's names and locations secret, so SIRS doesn't come looking for them. Charles is an expert in the dark arts of surveillance who worked to set up democratic media in post-communist states. How did it go so wrong in Britain?
You know, we're looking at all the wrong things when we look at Britain's crisis. There's a lot of concentration on data and how that's been used and manipulated, and what we haven't looked at is the power structures and the profit that lies behind this. For example, if we examine what actually happened, you know, there's a company that's really very interested in selling passports and making it easy to provide visas for investment and so on, and historically throughout the world, they've been working with this big data manipulation company in order to overthrow governments, and then suddenly all the chickens came home to roost. Nobody could find any receipts for what was paid for. Nobody could figure out how things were done, but everybody had a feeling that something really stunk, and they couldn't figure it out. And yet, it was standing there in their face the whole time. There's a couple of different ways that we got where it is that we are. I mean, one, you have a lot of smaller organizations, smaller power groups, companies as well, who are bending things just a little. Oh, we'll compromise a little bit, we'll bend the rules a little bit, and try to achieve what it is that we hope to achieve that's good for us. And if you add all of that up, what you end up with is a big wall moving in a big way from a lot of little buttons being pushed. But also there's this other thing that's going on here, is the gathering of data and the analysis of data has authoritarianism contained within its DNA. It is by its nature a tool for authoritarianism, and it has been used in that way.
How does big data look into our lives? James covered it for the pre-crisis press.
We're starting to see the merger of private data and that with data held by the state into what are called social credit systems. This is where every aspect of your behaviour is monitored and totted up by a central system to sort of score you as a person, a bit like a credit card, but predicated on all of your behaviour rather than just the money you're spending. And this can have profound impact. We're starting to see systems emerge which will punish you and stop you from doing things in society based on your behaviours. And this can be as trivial as if you jaywalk, if you cross the road in the wrong place, you might lose points. If you do some community activities or help your neighbours, you might earn points. And then this can be used to sort of evaluate you as a person. And this could mean, for example, the travel privileges, being able to travel first class, or being denied from travelling first class, to not being allowed to travel at all. These systems are very real and very possible because of all of the data that is now held on us.
Ian was a veteran political writer and podcaster back in the days of pre-crisis Britain.
Is the world we're living in now fascist? Well, this is what fascism is. It is the complete...
No DedSec registration detected. Identify yourself or I'll seal the exits, hack your optic, and read you every drunken email you ever wrote until you starve.
Wait! Sabine sent me here.
Sabine's alive? Well, that's one piece of good news. I'm Bagley, DedSec's definitely not stolen, highly advanced AI assistant, and it seems I've been out of commission for a few months. Anyway, why don't you go connect me to the DedSec network so I can become more powerful than you could possibly imagine? I mean, catch up on what I missed.
Hello and welcome to today's episode of The Upload. We're talking about the optic and how it's changed our lives.
That's it. I'm reconnected to the network, downloading our database, news archives, and oh no. Terrorist group DedSec responsible for deadly bombings in London. Dalton Wolf dead? I leave you people alone for a second and you immediately cock it all up.
Bagley, do you have any information on who the real bombers were?
There's a gap in my memory after Dalton, well, let's be honest, after I disarmed the bomb at Parliament. I'm missing information about what happened after I was taken offline. But from what I can infer, an unknown hacker group identified only as Zero Day was involved. I believe this Zero Day staged the attacks and framed DedSec for their dirty work. Come to my terminal. Sabine is requesting a video call.
Patching in Sabine Brandt now. I suggest you listen very closely to anything she has to say.
There you are. I'm glad you made it. Bagley, God, it's good to hear your demented little voice. Is your memory intact?
Not even slightly. The last record I have is of our HQ being raided. My only lead is a group known as Zero Day. Ring any bells?
No. But the HQ was attacked by some men in black, the same that were at Parliament. Maybe working together. We didn't stand a chance. They just gunned everyone down.
Christ. How did you survive?
I managed to escape through the sewers to Camden. A contact smuggled me out of the city, and I've been hiding out in the north since.
Prudent. Your profile is red flagged as a high-priority target in the city's surveillance system. Even a partial recognition here would have you hunted down and shot on sight.
I'm sympathetic to your cause, but you can't deny that joining DedSec is a dangerous proposition, especially these days.
Listen, if anyone knows anything about risks, it's me. I lost everything and everyone. But it comes down to this. London is in a death spiral. And if DedSec can't pull it out, trust me, no one can. The city needs a resistance. And it starts with you. What do you say?
You're right. Let's get to it.
Excellent. New user registered. Welcome to DedSec.
Now, it would be irresponsible of us to release you naked and mewling into the wild. You'll find equipment around the safe house that are essential items in your DedSec kit. we have a sophisticated system for hiding your identity from facial recognition tech. It's called a mask. And while we're here, perhaps we can talk about updating your wardrobe. I mean, look at you. Come on.
You've got all these fancy new toys, but it's also important to know the basics. You need to learn how to throw a punch and how to take one. Albion will escalate if you come at them with a gun and shoot you down. We want to avoid collateral damage. In DedSec, we try to use guns only as a last resort.
Have you already met Connie Robinson? She owns the pub.
I'll be right down. Could use the warm-up.
Let's start with some basic strikes. Hit me. Don't be shy. Just like that. You'll want to get in under my block. Find the weak point. Just like that. Yes! Nice one! Quick on your feet now. You want to create distance. Couldn't have done that better myself. That's it!
Gear in order? Know enough not to punch yourself in the face or get shot for pulling out a gun too early? Brilliant. I'm working out how we find Zero Day and ruin their day, but I need someone with actual legs to do the legwork. Hope you're ready.
We have some damage control to do if we want to change the perception that we're a bunch of violent thugs. I'll let you be the judge of how best to handle yourself, but remember, you represent DedSec now.
Shut your mouth. Get on with your life.
So where should we start?
Make no mistake, London is under occupation. Armed mercenaries patrol our streets, allegedly to keep people safe, but really they're keeping the people scared.
It's how Albion keeps control of the population. Intimidation and spectacle.
So, we have to ignite the will to resist in the people of London by showing them that Albion aren't the solution. They're the problem.
For that, we'll need information. I'm pushing 2 sets of coordinates to your optic.
Cheers, Bagley. I've identified 2 opportunities. 1, we're going to disrupt some Albion propaganda. Remind the people it's not Albion's way or the highway. 2, we need intel about Albion operations if we want to throw a spanner in their plans. You game?
Just leave it to me, Sabine.
Brilliant. Let's get the people of London on board.
Is it the dance you enjoy, or is that just something to do with your hands while you get shit-faced? Feeling more confident? Good, let's use it. I'm here to offer advice, not judgment. Obviously that's a lie, you're a drunken tit.
Oh god, I'm gonna be ill. Yeah, I'm inebriated. What of it?
Oh! Feeling more confident? Good, let's use it.
Those paints are hitting me.
Ready for action?
Let's get it done.
Why is it? I know this is a huge fucking I like my tea the way I like you, but he does not all over. It's a fucking condom. Bloody hell. Can you imagine having fun? Awkward. Fucking everyone. I like my tea the way I like you, not all over.
Feeling more confident? Good, let's use...
Are you interested in joining the Resistance?
You're saying you're with DedSec? I could use the help.
We'll see. What's the problem?
I wanted to take a stand, that is all, against Albion. So I talked my mates into going to a protest. And it was mad from the start. They were beating us bloody. And I told my mate to run, but they got him into an ambulance and took him away. I couldn't stop them. And then they died. Well, that's what we've been told. But no one's been allowed to see the body.
I'm sorry to hear that.
There is something that we are not being told here. Help me find out what. You do that, and I'll be in your debt.
Sounds bad. I'll see what I can do.
What's up?
Well, now we're doing this.
All units. Possible suspect or suspects reported near your location.
Approaching with caution, over. Control, we are pursuing the target.
Negative. No sign of suspect. Over. I'm terminating the search. Fall back. Over.
All units,
Through the
I say
checkpoint.
again, all
Repeat,
units,
suspect
we have
is
reports
through the
of a
checkpoint.
hostile in your area, over.
Received. Moving in hostiles direction. There's our suspect.
Suspect just breached the checkpoint. Control, I've lost the target.
That's it. I'm calling off the pursuit.
What the hell is going on? Some people. Well, fuck.
Whoa. That. Well. That. Huh? Excuse me? I need space. Not interested. Imbecile! You useless flap of skin! Have you lost your mind?
You're not listening to me.
No.
Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled. Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled.
Building a resistance group requires operatives with specialized skills. Technical abilities, firearms handling, and physical training are all valuable. Bare-knuckled boxing rings are a good place to find people who are good at throwing punches, or taking them. By defeating each opponent in an arena, you'll have an opportunity to face its best fighter. Prove your physical superiority, and they may consider joining DedSec. I'm guessing that's some sort of primate society thing.
Back office is none of your business.
Dictatorship. Like a big open-air prison. What happened to freedom, huh? What about due process?
Suspect reported in your area, potentially armed and hostile.
Received. Moving to intercept.
I've had quite enough of this.
Any sign of the target? Anyone?
Calling off the pursuit. Over and out.
Sorry? Get up.
safety, not a pirate. Oh, what a shot!
Look out!
If you want to make a difference, you should work with us.
DedSec, right? Good. You can give me an hand with something.
We'll see. What's the problem?
I don't have many friends, but the one that matters most to me is ill. Blood disorder. And the NHS ain't what it used to be, so he's gone months without treatment. A Kelly doctor offered to help. For the right amount of money, of course.
Go on.
The meds worked. Or, I guess I should say the drugs worked. Now my friend's addicted to the stuff, and this doctor's squeezing him for every penny he's got. I don't know what to do.
I see. Don't worry. We'll get the right medicine for your friend.
Well, this quote-unquote doctor is a real winner. He was struck off the medical register for gross malpractice last year, and now he's a freelance mob surgeon. Nice work if you can get it.
Can you track him down, Bagley?
I am quite literally always tracking everyone down. Pushing you his coordinates now. The Clan Kelly doctor you're looking for is close by. And he's got a highly secure laptop with him too. That should contain the whereabouts of the drug shipment.
What's going on here? All right, take it easy, House.
What are you waiting?
This area is being recorded by the GBB. Global British Broadcasting. Britain's first news.
There's the laptop.
Now that's a blank canvas. If I ever saw one. Bam! A dash of DedSec.
Laptop scraped. Get to safety while I analyze the data. What's the point of risking your neck out there if you don't get any credit for it? Paste-ups let the people of London know that DedSec is back, and the increased visibility might even encourage some of them to donate to the cause. I found them a warehouse where experimental drugs are being stored. I'm sure Mary Kelly won't mind if you nick a few.
Down your throat! So help me!
Please, why are you doing this? Come on, stop!
Control to all units. Possible hostiles near your location.
Understood, Control. Awaiting further instruction. Over.
Control, we are unsighted of suspects. Over.
I'm detecting a vehicle nearby with at least 2 years' worth of treatments inside. That's more than enough to wean our contact's friend off the treatment.
All right.
There's the vehicle with the drugs in it. Try not to destroy it.
Shit!
desist. You will be restrained. Surrender yourself. Failure to comply will result in extreme measures. Halt. Failure to comply will result in forceful intervention. Cease and desist. You will be restrained. Continuing unlawful activity will result in arrest. Surrender yourself. Failure to comply will result in extreme measures. Continuing unlawful activity will result in combat zone. Engaging hostile target.
Doesn't have to end like this.
This court is relentless!
Engaging hostile target.
Come on, pack it in.
I'm reloading. You're gonna die.
Shots fired! Ow!
Wounded the fucker. Armed. Watch out. How you want to go out? Down now. It's all over. Give it up.
They won't stop.
Ah!
Coming for you. We're getting shot at here! Ah! Ooh! Ha!
Oh, I'm in trouble here. I'm taking fire here. I'll have a look. Oh, that. Careful. They're close.
demands of being a DedSec operative are all consuming, so taking app gigs is a good way to make some extra quid that works around your new schedule. Lots of people will pay well to have their sensitive packages handled with care, and some will even pay you for deliveries. Ha ha!
Got the vehicle. Where to?
I found a safe location where a friend can pick it up. Sending you the coordinates now.
Control to all units, possible hostiles near your location. Investigating. Stand by.
Control, I can't see the suspect. Please advise.
Returning to HQ. Search terminated.
I did what you asked. The drugs your friend needs are safe. They're in a truck that our AI Bagley will send you the coordinates to.
I mean, you're dead.
DedSec is looking to fill the ranks. You should join.
Eh? Yeah. All right.
soul.
A resistance is only as good as the people in it. We're happy to have you.
Oh, yes. Been waiting my whole damn life to kick some bollocks.
Good to hear.
Interfering with Albion activities is considered a criminal offense.
Hey, let me get a few licks in.
Albion guards are here for your safety. Imbecile. Then I retreat immediately.
Winding you up makes my day, mate. Human fucking excrement. You're London's
Turn over everything here until you find them. Drone, begin a search.
You know what I mean? What, you ever tried Noskans?
Let's go, G.
DedSec calling. Are you up for some freedom fighting?
Might as well. I joined up for a reason.
You're gonna be pissing blood for weeks. Fuck off!
Get ready, blood. Shut up!
Let's do this shit.
You're mental!
I'll enjoy this.
Get ready, blood. Shut up!
DedSec calling. Are you up for some freedom fighting?
Might as well. I joined up for a reason.
They need to pay me a lot more for this shit.
Suspects reported in your area. Potentially armed and hostile.
Received. Stand by for further developments. I'm putting an end to this. Over.
Bloody is that the best you've got? Control, I've identified an armed individual.
Negative. No vision of the suspect.
Immobilizing the suspect.
In pursuit. I repeat, we are in pursuit.
Bloody tin can.
Tick-tock, tick-tock, time is ticking. It's time to give the electorate a good old kicking.
Singing in the rain.
taxed to death. Everyone deserves to have a home. Calling out punch. No more realness! No more realness!
To do so is a crime.
Clockwork Orange. The savage analysis of the British political class.
Begin searching.
This is a security announcement. Due to high criminal activity, restrict all travel unless absolutely necessary.
Worth the time.
Albion personnel are here to ensure everyone's safety and security.
Oh god. Oh god.
See, you're hiding from me, right?
Fuck's sake! What face? Donkey!
Good looking, you lazy prick.
For your safety,
I'll look somewhere else. Gotta be thorough, yeah? I'll have a look. Go and have a butcher's. Go!
Yo, wrap it up. It's over.
You hear that?
Wait, listen.
I'd never show respect to a man that's only gangster on computer. Oh no, I couldn't prevent the flow. Man said that I'm slacking out to let them know I'm caught up in this graph, they have to get the dough. I'm still the same new, but feeling like I'm getting old. So now I have to move a little more professional and really get involved. I got these rappers playing catch up. I'm on form, team of the week, I got my stats up. Late night drive until the pack's done. I had no kip, I'm thinking thank this is the last one, cause I'm done. Then I'm heading back to Gap. Got myself a candy pack, got myself an head and now I'm cabbage lad. Still I'm writing bases after bases, bros back to back. Got a couple EPs in the wigs, I'm trying to battle lad. But it's weird. We was always getting Legos off the jacks. Took that yellow van, I'll never let them get me in the back. I'll be members in the past, but only look towards the future. Don't worry, I stay after all these shit.
mate. You don't need that right now. Please, no.
GBB drones. In the air and on location.
You can see the tailbacks here.
Because when you want the news,
the drones were able to follow the gunman.
Our drones have the news.
Viewers may find...
You can't hear me.
What I mean...
Tosser. Arsehole. You're fucking pathetic.
You've got grit. I can see it. We could use someone like you in the Resistance.
Fuck me. Are you dead sick? I could use your help.
I don't have time to chinwag, mate. Give me the scoop.
It's these Clan Kelly dipshits. Planted drugs at my mate's home. Got him detained. All because they wanted some protection money.
How dreadful.
I've told the cops who the two fucks responsible are, but do you think they're doing a single thing about it? Nah.
Wouldn't ever trust them anyway. DedSec will handle these Kelly boys.
Might as well give it a go. Help me with this, and I'll make it worth your while, if you know what I mean.
I've got your coordinates for those two Clan Kelly goons. Scrape their optics for data. If I've learned anything about humanity, it's that there's something in literally everyone's text history that can get them arrested.
Yeah, I got it.
24 hours a day. GBB. Know the news.
Best places in London, every pub, best fish and chips, there's a bar, and so on and so forth. Now the plebs just
Call me creeper, call me creature, call me anytime you need. 'Cause my blood is made of whiskey, so you can't come get drunk on me. I don't wanna be you, you don't wanna be me. I don't wanna be you, you don't wanna be me. I don't wanna be you, you don't wanna be me. I don't wanna be. Call me up, call me in the morning. Stick in your thorn in, if that's what you need.
no solution either. But I think we ought to be searching for one.
Out of hand. You don't see that every day.
You trapped! You pisshead! Stop this right now! Not interested. I'm not looking for mates, mate.
I don't get
Someone have a look? Steady.
Area crime report.
Yeah, I'm not looking for trouble, pal. You don't want trouble? Oh, fuck that. You're in Clan Kelly land now. You're gonna get nothing but...
My patience is wearing out.
You're gonna strain a muscle.
You about 8, 9
Whoa.
You're driving me mental.
When I know I had some banging times with 10
I just can't handle this right now.
I'm done with you. What do you think you're going to accomplish here?
This will not end good for
I
them.
ran on people a thousand times worse than you without even blinking.
If you got beef with me, huh? Thank God.
I don't want...
Urgent call. Possible hostile at your location.
Responding to the call. Over. I had them. Where did they go?
Right, I'm putting a stop to this. Units fall back. Over.
solve any of your problems.